bronze near the pupils. It seems highly unlikely that Zoe would know my name. This is the girl with the transcendent voice who made half the assembly cry with a song from Les Mis in middle school. The girl pretty enough to coast on her looks, but whose name regularly appears on the high honor roll. The girl at least half the school worships from afar. Thankfully, unlike those dickhats, I'm immune to the senseless adulation of beautiful people, largely because, with the exception of my best friend Will, I mostly like to pretend other humans don't exist. "This landscape is so surreal," she says, pointing to a finished canvas, seemingly not bothered by my corpse-like response. "And the light? It's amazing!" I turn to the painting she's talking about. It's one of my smaller ones, about 3 feet by 4, a landscape that kind of looks like the deranged product of a mind meld between Paul Nash and Bob Ross. She gestures to another painting of a dragon playfully rolling on the grass in front of a castle, the background bedazzled with enough color and glitter to outfit 10 marching bands. "This is yours too? It's so different. It reminds me of a fairy tale I loved when I was little." She smiles at me. Even though I continue to respond to her compliments with silence and twitchy blinking, she soldiers on. "Is there any chance you'd consider letting me borrow the landscape? I'm helping with the set design for Stotts, and it's perfect for this year's play." She tosses her dark hair over her shoulder, and a wave of subtle perfume hits me. It may be a rainy fall day in Portland, but the girl smells like pure summer. Sunshine and citrus and verdant things. "What's Stotts?" I finally manage. They must be putting on an awfully strange play for one of my paintings to make sense as part of the set. She tilts her head at me, as if she's surprised that this isn't common knowledge, which, for all I know, it might be. "Student theater? It stands for Students Take Over the Stage. In the fall, we do a show that's completely written, designed, and directed by students, with no teacher supervision. Well, theoretically, anyway." Her expression confuses me. It's warm and kind of conspiratorial, as if she knows me or likes me or something. I feel vaguely hypnotized, which makes me think it'd be wise to flee this situation at Mach 10. "I don't know," I mumble. Something on display means visibility. The last thing I want this close to freedom. It's finally senior year, and I'm certain my goal of never gracing the pages of the yearbook is within reach. "We'd be super careful with it," she says. "Everything gets locked up at night." She turns to look at the landscape again, her expression filled with something that looks strangely like admiration or wonder. "It's just so perfect for this play." She raises her graceful eyebrows in a hopeful expression. The stool squeaks as I shift my weight uneasily. I'm not sure how to respond, but am increasingly uncomfortable with the intensity in her eyes. No animal, vegetable, or mineral has ever looked at me like this in the history of my entire life. "I'm not sure," I say, which is at least marginally better than, "Wow, you smell good. Please go away, but maybe let me sniff your hair first." She nods, but I can tell she's disappointed. "Would you at least think about it?" She gives me a smile that makes me feel like my stomach is full of rocket fuel, and I just swallowed a match. "Can I give you my number, and you can let me know if you change your mind?" I pull my phone out of my messenger bag and hand it to Zoe, wondering how I fell into this alternate reality. 5 minutes ago, this girl giving me her phone number was as improbable as Pegasus flying me to the moon. I peer around the canvas I was working on until Zoe interrupted me. The rest of the class is somehow completely oblivious to the rupture in the space-time continuum that made this exchange possible. "Okay if I text myself from your phone so I have your number too?" she says. Not that I'm going to keep bugging you. But she glances up as she says the last part, a tiny mischievous smile on her face that fries my few remaining circuits. I nod weakly. "Thanks," I manage to say as she gives my phone back. "See you later."